Well, we've revised our position statement on the teaching of climate science to the teaching of the science of climate change. The original position statement was approved by the Board of Directors in 2018, and so that meant the work was done primarily in 2017 leading up to that. Since that time, we've continued to have updates on the literature, on the science behind climate change, what it really represents, how well the models of prediction are working for us, and we're also starting to see more dramatic effects in terms of climate instability. And we felt it was also important to be very clear of NSTA's position in the face of those that might cast doubt on the nature of climate change or how it should even be taught at all. What has been updated has included a lot of the more recent science, so the references that are cited in the document are very clear, very contemporary, and really represent the scientific consensus around climate change. And we've also been very strong in terms of our language, in terms of you are a teacher of science and you are teaching science and you shouldn't let anybody tell you what is or isn't science. But we intend to empower teachers of science to really represent the science of climate change, to do so very clearly and effectively, but also to provide the support structures that they need, the help that they need from administrators, from school boards, from instructional materials developers, but also to have the members of the media and policymakers understand not just the pressures that teachers of science are facing, but that they are teachers of science, and that is what we are representing with climate change. There's misinformation, but there's also direct pushback, and there's also, for many people that are not well informed about science in general or climate science, climate change science in particular, casting doubt on the science itself. And by this statement, we wanted to be very clear of where any debate would be, that any debate is not a scientific debate. It might be a social debate, an economic debate, a political debate, but it is by no means a scientific debate. There's a couple of ways to combat misinformation. One of them is really representing science and the nature of science quite clearly. And the other way is to check the credibility of the sources of information that the students might have, or have them check the credibility. I had some of my students, some of whom are going to become teachers of science. We had some discussions of credibility and these sort of agents of doubt that might come forward, and it was a very eye-opening experience for them.
Looking for more science education content? Click right here to find the NSTA TV playlist and enjoy.